But, like I said, sometimes we do not want him to see. We feel so filthy. Or is it just me? Am I the only one today who have felt the filth down in my soul? That feels like, Almighty, I don't want your clean hands to pick me up and clean me up because I am so dirty. Again, let's go back to Job. Same chapter, chapter 7, verse 17. Man is the master, so it thinks, of this world. Almighty put him on that position. And that's what Job starts off saying. What is man, verse 17, chapter 7, that you, Almighty, should make him great? That you, the creator of heavens and the earth, should set your heart or your mind, your eyes on him. That you should visit him every morning and trying him every moment. Oh, how long do you not look away from me, nor leave me alone to even swallow my own spit? Sometimes we don't want that burning fire on us. Sometimes maybe we just want it to end. Job certainly did. He said, I had rather wish that I was not born. Cursed is that day and when they announced to my mother, a male child has been born to you. Now, I know many of us have not gone through what Job has gone through, but I know sometimes we feel like we do. Sometimes we feel like saying, I wish I was never born. I wish I never existed. That's how low we can go. But Almighty is watching us all the time. As everyone has heard before, if he doesn't do anything else, he's done enough. Just by being a witness of our lives, giving us breath, he has done enough. But we are selfish people. What was it? 3 things that brings forth sin? The pride of life, the lust of the eyes, and the lust of the flesh. That is just not enough for us. We don't want Almighty to just look on and watch as we go through the life ahead of us. We want him with us every step. Some of us want him to take our step for us. We want to be kept in the hedge, sheltered. We don't ever want to go through anything. And if we obeyed from the beginning, well, maybe we wouldn't have to. But because we have fallen, and now we are working our way back to him, we got to prove that we are his children. Brother Shannon talked about a little bit about love today, and he said it's not just affection. What did you call it, Brother Shannon? It's loyalty. It's faithfulness. That's what we are proving to Almighty Yah. That's why he is watching our every step. Whether it be the consequences of our actions or whether it be something like Job, where we are going through something because he wants to bring us to something. He is watching our faithfulness, our love. Maybe he pulls back the feeling, just the feeling of his presence. He never leaves us, right? Well, but we'll get there. He never leaves us. He just pulls back that presence to see if that will break us. But if we know the word says he will not give us anything more than we can handle. See, even if we're not faithful, we know he is faithful. How do we know this? In Psalms chapter 121, in verse 4. Almighty is faithful, and he is given proof of it through all his scriptures, through all his word, through his blessed people that he touched with his spirit. If you're there, say hallelujah. Hallelujah. In verse 4, all the way, and then we're going to skip to 7 and 8. Verse 4, he says, behold, he that keeps Israel neither sleeps nor slumbers. Hallelujah. Verse 7, Elohim Almighty shall preserve thee from all evil, and he shall preserve thy soul. The Almighty shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Almighty Yah keeps record. He's preserving every word, everything that we do, from going out and coming in. He is always watching. From the very first verse we said, he watches the evil and the good. What are we showing him? And it's not just the physical acts of things. He watches the heart of men also. Right? He watches our reaction to things. Last night me and my siblings were doing our, I don't know, I guess you would call it reunion over the phone. Our recap, as you might say. And as always, towards the end, things getting a little hot and stuffy. Well, one of the things that was said, I'm sure Natalia won't mind, because she and I share the same trait, is that why is it that we have so little patience for our loved ones? My mother, my father, my sisters, 4 people. I could have the patience as small as the bottom of my shoe. But for anyone else, my patience for them is up the moon. Or am I the only one? Well, why is that? Can we imagine if Almighty has patience with his children, with his set-apart people, was small and tiny, like ours, with the people we say we love? Is that something we want to be showing him? No. That's something that needs constant prayer. But I've come a long way, isn't that right, Mother? A long way, but it's still, the discrepancy is still there. I have a longer way to go. But that's improvement. Hallelujah. That's something, if I am to be proud of something, it's not going to be the MD I'm going to get. It's going to be the fruits of the Spirit of the Most High. Yeah. But can you give me my notebook that's right there? I think it's either in my backpack or there's something there that I've written, and this is how we know. Yes, that one. Right, Minister Flem. We don't prepare anything except the Word. We don't rehearse, and we just let the Spirit move. Right, Brother Ben? A while ago, a long time ago, I wrote something. I think it was during Brother Flem's sermon, actually. Here it is. It's not what you believe his power, is doing through your life. Not the physical things that we see, not the success in our business, not the success in our jobs, not the cohesiveness of our family. But what has His power shown you and changed within you? Because that is much harder. Anyone can work hard and attain success if all things line up. But people can try their whole life to change something about themselves and never succeed. That is where we apply the word, with all Maria, all things is possible. Because that is the insurmountable wall. Like I just testified, my patience with other people, they could bother me all day long. I won't bat an eye. But my sister is a little slow on something, and it's like World War III. That's a wall that I have to overcome. So those hard things, All Maria is watching and says, okay, I see where you need work on. That there's some junk in your trunk still. In 2 Samuel chapter 16. Now, there's a lot of verse, so write quickly. But we're going to go from verse 7 all the way to verse 12. Now, here's an instance. Now, there are some instances in David's lives where he was not, should I say, he was ignorant that all Maria was watching him. But in this instance, somehow David was aware that all Maria's attention was on him. Remember, we know this story. While David was being chased by his son, out to kill him, and they met a man, him and his loyal captains, they met a man named Shimei. And thus said Shimei when he cursed, "Come out, come out! Come out, thou bloody man, and thou man of Belial! All Maria had returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned, and all Maria hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of thy son Absalom. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, and thou art a bloody man." And one of David's captain, Abishai, son of Zeruiah, said unto the king, "Why should this dead dog curse my king, my master? Let me go over, I pray thee, my king, and take off his head." But in this instance, maybe because David has finally learned his lesson. Because with Bathsheba, he thought he was able to hide all the evidence. He killed his soldier. He covered things up so that when the prophet came to him and gave him a parable, a story, an analogy, if you want to call it that, David was